While Senate leaders threw everyone a curveball today by announcing their decision to include a repeal of the individual mandate in their version of the tax bill, the House is forging ahead. Speaker Ryan telling reporters they will stick to their original plan. Doesn't include that mandate repeal, at least for now. Joining us now to discuss, Congressman Brat, member of the House Budget Committee and member of the Conservative Freedom Caucus, our favorite wonky person.
Thank you,
Our favorite wonk.
That's right.
Okay, so this individual mandate thing not happening in the House. It's going to happen in the Senate. There's some question about whether it will help or hurt the package there. I want to play a little bit of what GOP Senator John Kennedy had to say.
Right.
I support repealing the mandate as a part of our tax cut legislation, so long as it doesn't upset the apple cart so we can't get to 50 votes.
You think that could be a make or break in the Senate for getting to that magic number?
No, I think they're there. I think they got the votes, and now I think it's a winner on us. It saves us $300 billion, and the folks might recall if we would have repealed Obamacare fully, we would have $1 trillion, right? So this is a third of that amount, and that'll help to get tax rates lower for the middle class and S Corps, small businesses and C Corps. And then last Tuesday in Virginia election, federal health care issues were the #1 issue at the state level elections, right? Governor, lieutenant governor. But the #1 exit poll issue was the federal health care, and people are not happy because the Obamacare premiums are going up 40%, and no one knew to message on that. So in hindsight, you can see that.
Well, and that's such an interesting thing because so many of the hikes and the requirements that were built in to Obamacare came as he was leaving, or he would never have to face re-election again. So there are new surprises all the time.
And the system, I mean, if you're a little cynical, was designed to fail, so it's imploding. Now we're going to have to subsidize big insurance, right? Like, I mean, no one wants to bail out anything these days. There's no taste for that. And then what everybody forgets on the tax side is all you have to do is beat the runner behind you. The Democrats a month ago put in their tax bill raising taxes $10 trillion. People can Google it. They won't believe it. But it's the Democrat Progressive Caucus budget, 107 votes, so it's for real. Raising taxes $10 trillion. Raise spending by $11 trillion. The Democrats have more debt and deficit than we do when we cut taxes.
Listen, that doesn't poll well. Nobody. Well, I do occasionally get these emails from people, the patriotic millionaires, and say, hey, we want to pay more taxes. There's nothing stopping you from writing a check to the U.S. Treasury. Go right ahead. But most people, that doesn't work with their family budgets. All right, now, there are some skeptics, as you might imagine, across the aisle. You don't expect any Dem votes on in the House side.
I doubt
going to be tough to come by in the Senate as well. Here's what the Senate's top Democrat, Chuck Schumer, had to say about this whole thing that the Republicans, he says, have cooked up.
They're cutting taxes on the wealthy and taking health care away from millions and raising the premiums of millions of others, all to help reduce taxes on the rich. Does that sound familiar? Well, it does to us, because that's why the health care bill failed. And that is why their tax bill is going to fail as well.
All right, is that an accurate assessment of what you guys are proposing? Just strictly factual?
No, I mean, on the simplest way to do it is just average family income is $60,000 in Virginia. That family making $60,000 with 2 kids is going to get $1,200 back, right? So there's a middle-class tax cut, right? Are there going to be some moving parts, right, for business deductions and complexities? Sure, right? But on average, it's the small businesses are going to get a tax cut. The C Corps are going to go down to 20. It's going to make us competitive with the rest of the world. And the middle class is getting a tax cut. We wish we could do more, but we're limited by $1.5 trillion. And, you know, you can, if Senator Schumer was, had it right, then why are they scared of us passing the bill, right? If it's a travesty, it's not a travesty. The most important thing, it's going to create economic growth. No one even knows what that looks like, right? From Bernie through Trump, the election last time was about the average middle class wages, the forgotten man. That was the election. Wages have been flat for 30 years. And so if you want to raise wages, there's only one way. I taught economics for 20 years to raise wages, and that's to increase productivity. Well, what increases productivity? Capital equipment. And so our tax bill does immediate expensing for capital equipment. So the guys working at General Motors or wherever, right, working on the assembly lines with capital robotics and everything, advanced engineering, et cetera, that's the in thing. That's why we make more than poor countries, right? We got more capital. We're incentivizing capital. It's a total winner. So the Dems are a little nervous.
All right. Well, we'll see. We know they're not getting nervous. By the way, Professor, thank you very much. I used to do, I shouldn't admit this, crossword puzzles in my econ classes.
No.
Because I got a little bit lost. But I got what you were saying there. I should have taken your class. All right. Come back soon.
Anytime. Thank you, Shannon.